The Mellow Bo, Dominican York. What's going on, everybody? What is going on? I am getting loud today. Damn. I know neighbors heard that, and they must think something's going on. Anyway, happy to be back. It's been about a week. Looking at the Nike Dunk Low Retro Premium. This is in a men's 7.5, women's 9. Colorway is Iron Gray, Phantom, Scream Green. You know them as the Halloween Dunks of 2022. And you see it's the standard orange box. You got your tissue paper. You do see lines in the tissue. And here we go. Let's take both of them seconds out. I'm sure we're not going to find any stamping on the box top. But there is a YDM sticker. And let's take a closer look at it so that way you guys know. You should be seeing lines in that sticker. If that clears it up any. Hey, legit checking indicator. Standard box, standard tissue paper, but the star of the show is the Nike SB Dunk Low Premium. Again, these are the Halloween. And there's not much Halloween about it. But I do dig these. I honestly dig these. I haven't bought my size yet. I've seen them. I could have gone retail. I didn't. Had them in cart, let them go. These are for the wifey. She said she liked them, and so there's not many times that wifey actually says, I like those. So I usually go. I went for the Fruity Pebbles before I told her about them. Then when I didn't get them, and then when she saw the pictures, she liked them. So I gotta get them. But she knows that she doesn't like telling me she likes things because then she feels like I'm gonna immediately buy it. And yeah, she's right. But these are nice. Did you guys go for them? Did you guys get them? They've restocked several times. I think they're a good looking shoe that are very neutral. And again, monotone in color, monochromatic. And you know I love that if you are a friend of the channel. Let's go to the outsole. You see the standard muted stars on the front toe. And you see that it's a standard dunk bottom, but this time it is a Next Nature, just like my Nike by You dunks, but this is green, not black. So you see all the speckling and flake and all that goodness in there of whatever recycled materials that they've used to make some of that rubber outsole. Then let's go to the midsole, which I believe is white. Let's look again at, it says Iron Gray, Phantom, Scream Green. So it doesn't say anything about the white, but I'm assuming that is, it could be sale, but I'm just going to say white. And then we've got this crackled leather on the toe strap, on the eye stays, on the Nike swoosh, and on the rear strap around the heel. Oh, always forget that. Instead of saying Nike up on the heel tab, it says it underneath, almost like if it was an error. Spooky, spooky. Oh, look, green insoles to match the green outsole. And got your standard gray leathered toe box and rear panels with an oversized swoosh shadowed or phantomed into the shoe, which is pretty dope. Then your standard gray laces. Actually, these are more like a Jordan 4 lace. They're not your, I don't know. I've got to look at it again. But these do look really, really good. It's on the tongue. Look at that old school Nike. That's what it is, right? It's a different Nike logo. I saw that on the heel, but I didn't say anything. And then now here on the tongue, it's definitely a different Nike logo. There you got a clear picture with a Nike swoosh, and then surrounded with that Nike box around the Nike branding. And nice crisp letters on the rear of the tongue, which is nylon. You see it's a nylon tongue. Just a good looking shoe, guys. Again, this is for the white. This is really well glued in there. I might not be able to take this insole out. Might not. Let's see. I'm not going to finish tearing that one away. Let's see if I can get it here. No, they glued these down really good. So let's get to the size tag. asking. This is wifey's, so I went with a men's 7.5, which is a UK 6.5, and production ran from 322 to 522, and these were made in Vietnam. Brother had questions of the difference of the creasing between UA and retail dunks, and there seems to be a difference, because I do got comparisons of that, and something to consider. Right now, things are so close to retail, or so much better than they were, that obviously you see on the channel that I'm doing pretty much all retail lately. I do still plan to collect 1 or 2 UAs of stuff that I don't want to pay thousands of dollars for. Probably the Travis Scott 1 fragment highs. I do want those, and I'm not willing to pay $4 or $5 grand or whatever it is right now. And I've got a couple other things, the wish lists, that I do want. But I think right now just buying retail is plenty good, and there are a lot of $500, $600 shoes that I still want, that I will pay that retail for. My retail budget has definitely grown now that StockX is not authenticating, and I may buy pre-owned locally at resellers, right? I've done that with some shoes, and so yeah, man, I didn't get exclusive access on anything Nike over the last week. So no lost and founds, no Jordan 7 trophy room, no Dunk Kentucky, nothing. So I don't know. Maybe it's because I hit too much and they're sharing the love. Okay, I'm gonna let that go. And I had to let go of some shoes, so I got a chance to get a couple shoes back in the collection. So I got a couple things coming. 3 Jordan 3s on the way, and a Jordan 1 High OG. All ones 2 that are not hyped, 2 that are gonna get hyped, but right now are still sleepers. Tell me what you guys think. Is this a color that you went for? They're easy to get. They're not going for much over retail right now, just like a lot of things. Not everything, but a lot of things. Crazy times. I'm definitely probably going back to work, God willing. I haven't been working the last 2 years, guys. I've had jobs on and off, inconsistently, and I sold cars over the last 10 years, and over the last 2 years I have not, inconsistently. But I gotta go back. And guess what happens when I go back? I get to keep my shoes. I don't sell them, because you don't need that floating money, right? I don't want to be spending money on shoes that didn't come from shoes, unless that money's like extra. So that's why, you know what I mean? Sneakers are sneakers. I don't need to hold on to them. So if it helps me keep floating and not duck into savings, that's why I do and sell the shoes, because they're assets. And I'm only 2 feet, so I can't wear 100 shoes. So my collection definitely has dwindled down from over 100 down to less than 15, probably retail, and then another 50 UA. So probably in that 65 to 75 range, with things floating around. I got stuff in transit that I've sold and stuff in transit that I've bought. So constantly, it's like the circle of life. I think that's the way I consider it, the circle of life. But I want to thank you guys for hanging out with me. I've got a custom Air Force One that I've got coming up. Probably going to film next. Probably going to eat first and then see if I do some yard work. But these, to me, I can see them with jeans, with khakis. I have been rocking my sneakers with khakis and slacks, and it is, and button shirts, and I love it. But anyway, I want to thank you again for hanging out with your Uncle Bo. Que Dios me lo bendiga. And I'll be back and seeing you guys soon. Hit the thumbs up, please, if you like the video. And if you want to find out about more, subscribe and then hit the notifications tab so you can get notified when I drop a vid, which is typically about 2 a week. Sometimes I get froggy and do a lot more, and other days, I take a little vacay. So anyway, I want to thank you for hanging out with your Uncle Bo. Que Dios me lo bendiga. Peace.